In the golden glow of the setting sun, the vast expanse of the ocean stretched endlessly, and atop its restless waves sailed the infamous ship, the Sea Serpent. The wind filled its black sails, propelling the vessel relentlessly towards the horizon. At the helm stood Captain Thorne, a seasoned pirate known across the seven seas for his cunning and ruthless quests for treasure. But there was something different about this voyage. Thorne's gaze repeatedly drifted towards the young woman beside him, her eyes fixed on the distant storm clouds. Princess Alira was unlike anyone who had ever graced the decks of the Sea Serpent. Her royal lineage was evident in her regal posture and the stubborn tilt of her chin. She was there by choice, a captive not of circumstance, but of her own making. Alira sought adventure beyond the stifling walls of her father's palace, craving the freedom of the open sea. "Are you sure about this?" Thorne asked, his voice a low rumble akin to the rolling thunder ahead. "The sea is not kind, and treasure doesn't come without danger." Alira turned, her fierce gaze matching his. "I'm sure. I've dreamed of this all my life. Besides, a little danger never scared me." Weeks passed, with Alira quickly adapting to the life of a pirate. She learned the ropes, quite literally, scaling the masts with the agility of a monkey. Her hands, once pampered with perfumes, now bore the calluses of a seasoned sailor. She gained the respect of the crew, not just for her tenacity, but her uncanny ability to chart courses with precision. The turning point came when a rumble in the deep announced more than just thunder. A beast, legendary in size and terror, emerged from the dark waters. The gigantic kraken stretched its tentacles towards the Sea Serpent, threatening to drag it under. As chaos erupted, Thorne prepared for battle, and for a moment, hesitated with the crew looking desperately for leadership. But it was Alira who stepped forward, her voice cutting through the panic like a lifeline. "Steady yourselves, men." Under her command, the crew moved with newfound strength, wielding harpoons and swords with a unity that surprised even Thorne. Alira strategized on the fly, using the ship's agility to lure the kraken into a vulnerable position. After a harrowing clash, the beast retreated back into the ocean's depths, and the crew erupted in cheers. It was Alira, the princess turned pirate, who had led them to victory. That night, under a sky shimmering with stars, Thorne approached Alira, who stood at the bow of the ship, watching the endless waves beneath. "You did well today," he acknowledged. "You're more pirate now than princess." Alira smiled, the wind teasing her hair. "Maybe a bit of both," she replied. "Or perhaps just finally myself." As the Sea Serpent sailed into the unknown, Alira knew she had found more than the adventure she craved. She had discovered who she truly was, and the sea, wild and free, had become her new home.